In this video, I would like to explore the possible alternative to the training provided by Qspider or other training institute. Now, the question is: training from the institute absolute necessary to get freshers level job in QA or software testing? Is it possible to learn the concept of software testing without enrolling to the institute by spending thousands of rupees or tons of hours? Let's explore this in this video. Before jumping into more details, let's find out the benefits of enrolling training institute. The primary benefits of the training institute are a mentor or faculty who can guide you, a syllabus, what to learn. They provide you option for mock interviews that will boost your confidence. Resume services, some institute help you to build up your resumes. And finally, you have a community with whom you can interact and explore. And at last, they tied up with various organization for placement, and once you completed your training, you can appear for interviews with those organizations. But in realities, each batch or class has 50 plus students and only 10 to 15% of the students placed. In the name of training, they taught you bare minimum concepts, and that too at very high level. With that much knowledge, I don't think one can crack interview. In my last video, I talked about why I have selected only 10% of the folks passed out from these institutes like Qspider. Among those folks, what I have observed, the common trait is commitment and attitude for self-learning and putting lots of efforts to learn new concepts. So my point and what I believe is, if each individual has to put efforts himself to get selected or crack interviews, then why one should spend so much money and tons of effort by enrolling to this institute rather than doing self-learning? I have a humble request to all of you. If you like my video, please subscribe to it so that I will feel motivated and come up with more industry insight, and that will help you in the long run preparing for the interview. Now, let's explore first the QA syllabus. The QA syllabus broadly divided into two parts, that is automation testing and manual testing. But nowadays the focus is automation testing. So automation testing is further divided into two parts. One is coding using Java or Python, and second is Selenium. As an interviewer, focus is always evaluate the candidate based on the coding skill and how well versed the candidate is on the fundamental concepts of the Java. Now let's evaluate how one can learn Java very cheaply without enrolling these big institutes. The first source I will suggest, Udemy. In Udemy, they run lots of discounted course which is as cheap as 350, and they run it very frequently. So wait for the sales. When the price drop around 350 to 500 range, buy the course, and all the courses are very relevant and designed around the market requirements. By the way, I am not received any sponsorship from the Udemy to promote them. Now coming to the Java programming in Udemy, I will recommend you can enroll for this course, Java programming for complete beginners. This is from in 20 minutes official, and you can see here is 186 100,000 students enroll for this course, and almost 30,000 has provided their ratings, and it has a 4.5 ratings. And right now there are some sales is going on, and you can see the price is dropped to 389. So this price is fluctuating between 389 to 3000, but Udemy gives a lot of offerings and sales. You can purchase it between 350 to 500 rupees. So if you look at this course, you can see it has 33 hours of video. And let's look into the content of the course. So I started with basic Java programming, then how to install Java, then Java programming with JShell using multiplication tables. It talks about variables, different types of variables, primitive, and other things, and then Java methods. So these are the important concepts. Then introduction of the Java platform, where it talks about the Java classes, difference between JDE, JRE, then how to set it up in the Eclipse, Java object-oriented programming, primitive data types, these are important concepts, then conditional in Java programming, loops, reference type, arrays and array lists. This is a very important concept. Then Java uh, object-oriented programming, collection, generics. So generic parts you can keep on hold for now. Maybe you can go to it later on. It is not needed at this point of time. And you can see Java functional programming. I would say you can go through it, try to understand what exactly Java functional programming is on a high level, but it is not much necessary at this point of time. Again, similarly, thread also, you can go through it on high level, but it is not necessary at this point of time. Exception handling is very important. You have to go through it and try to master around exception handling. Files and directories is also very important. You have to go through it. Then this part, concurrent collection, atomic operation, you can keep it on hold for now. You may go it later on, but it is not required from testing perspective. Java tips, definitely you go through it. And you can see he also talked about the new features that comes up with Java 10 and up to Java 16. So what I'll suggest you can go through it, try to know what exactly happening in the new features. For now, you can exclude Spring Framework, then Spring Framework, create, manage your Java objects, Spring, or all the Spring and REST related topics you can exclude. Okay, so you can go through this, and if you have any doubt and you are not able to understand any concept, then I can suggest you go to YouTube and look for Durga Sir Java videos. Durga Sir is India's #1 Java tutor. Okay, so if you have any issue in understanding, your concept is not clear, then you can come here and search for the video. I'll not recommend you to go through all the videos. Only in case you have a issue in understanding, then only you can come here and go through it, because he goes very detailed. Okay, and uh, and you can see it has 203 videos, and each videos is around more than 1 hour. So you have to spend a lot of time to understand it. If you have a time, then go, but for now I will not recommend you. Only in case you have a issue in understanding in this and you need to understand deeply, then you can come and look into Durga Sar's course. If you want to know concepts, you can also refer Geek for Geeks Java tutorials. So they have documentation for each and every concepts that's being covered over here. And finally, two important things, that is you need to do practice. So for practice, again you can refer this Geek for Geeks, and if you look into this practice, they have a lot of filters. So especially you can see the difficulty levels. Here you have a basic, easy, medium. Accordingly you can filter and try to do as much as practice as you can and problem solving. Okay, after this is from again from Durga Sir's interview questions. This is the must go questions. Okay, you have to go each and every videos. You can see it has a 77 videos. You go each and every videos, understand it, memorize it. Okay, and you will definitely get questions from here. And if you, whenever the interviewer asks you questions, and if you able to answer the way Durga sir mentioned here, you will definitely crack the interviews. So what I'll tell you guys, if you follow these three, you can learn it very cheaply, effectively, and you can crack any interviews in India. I will add the links of the courses at the description sections, and we'll come up with another video to discuss how to master the Selenium mock interview placements without enrolling the institute. So please subscribe my channel, and if you have any query or feedback, let me know in the comment sections. Till next video, goodbye and see you. Thank you.